Obviously, we're happy with the 3 points tonight and getting the win. I thought it was a hard-fought game. I thought it was a exciting game for sure for the fans. I thought it was a little more physical than it needed to be. That took a little bit away from the quality of the game. But obviously we're pleased with being able to get a clean sheet in the back. We're pleased that we finished the one goal to give us the 3 points, because that was the most important thing.
Johnson seems to have a knack in scoring, not just against the Timbers, but in front of these big crowds. Is there something about this that you think he steps up to?
Well, I mean, every player gets up, to play in front of crowds like this. I mean, it was a good free kick from Morrow. Eddie Rosewell got a little redirection on it to beat Ricketts with it. I mean, he's one of the guys we look for on those set pieces, because we know he jumps well. Along with some of the other guys who are going in there. So, obviously set pieces sometimes make the difference in a tight game, and any player is happy to score in front of a big crowd.
Can a win with so much anticipation around this game give you guys more than just the tangible benefit of 3 points?
I mean, it's the 3 points. It's winning against our rivals. Those things are important. And we still have games in hand on people, so we continue to gain. But it's also just the team, the confidence. First time that we've really had Clint together with Eddie up front for us. The only guy we're missing tonight was Oba. So once we get everything out there, I thought Lamar had a good game. So that triangle with Lamar on the left worked. And he played well on the left. So we're starting to see how it's gonna work and how it's gonna fit together when they're all on the field.
You've had Clint for 3 games now, Sigi. What's your sense of how he's doing and how long it might take to get him kind of fully integrated?
Well, he's still a little bit in preseason. I thought his energy was good, till about maybe with about 10, 12 minutes to go in the game. I thought at that point he was pretty tired. But Eddie was a little bit tight, so that's why we subbed Eddie at the end. He's still gaining his sharpness, still gaining his fitness, but it's definitely coming along. It was a hard game for him today. I think I don't know. The stats say he got fouled 4 times. I thought he got fouled more often than 4 times. But so it was a hard game to play that way.
What do you think of the crowd, big as it sounded?
I mean, phenomenal. And the people. I know driving in, and I drove in today. I drove in about 2:15, 2:30, and I already saw all green walking around and people heading in and out of, for liquid refreshments and things like that. But it was fantastic when you walked out there as the teams marched out for the national anthem. I mean, you just looked and you saw everything full. I mean, it's still. I still pinch myself every time I see that. It's unbelievable.
What does a crowd like that say for the MLS and the state of the league?
I think we're moving forward. I think we're getting there. I mean, I know talking to Grant before the game, Grant Clark, and my team administrator, we said, could we ever imagine this in 1980 when we were together at UCLA? And you never would have thought this is going to happen. But you see our league moving forward. You see the continued support. There were some games I watched on TV. The Montreal game, the fans there were fantastic. In that game. So, but our, nobody compares to our fans. And when they turn out in numbers like that, it's indescribable to me.
The first day you guys brought Clint in for the press conference, you talked about he's a player that tries stuff. Say we saw some of that today.
Yeah, there were a couple of things he did. I know there were a couple of oohs and ahs from the crowd and a couple of the moves that he made. Again, for our guys to know him to know our guys, that's still going to take a few games, but that's going to get better and better. But and he's the kind of player who, he's got really quick feet. Sometimes I watch him in warm-ups or I watch him at practice, and he does stuff that there's not many people can do.
Did you touch on the physicality of tonight? What stuck out for you?
I just thought there were some tackles from behind that were a little bit dangerous. So you gotta, referees got to protect the players. He can call the fouls, and he called the fouls for sure. I think on most of those tackles, but sometimes it takes more than calling the foul.
What did you hope to get from the center back combination and
What did you think of how they did?
We just thought, Jimmy's had little niggling things bothering him, Jimmy Traore, and we felt that it was starting to affect his play. So we figured if we could rest him on a turf game, next week we play on grass again, it'd be better to rest him during a turf game. We also felt Zach Scott in the air because we know they like to play, high balls into Ryan Johnson, that he would be able to match that. Kennedy, we felt, was our defender who had the most speed to deal with Ryan as well, and so that was the reason for him coming back into the team.
Zach's got a history against this team as well. Does that play at all into
Well, Zach, whether he's on the bench or starting, he's always very much of an emotional leader for our team, and certainly his history with the Timbers and his flat-out complete commitment to every second of every game, is something that sometimes helps our team, for sure.
What did you think of Michael's playing goal?
I thought it was good. I mean, the save he makes early is fantastic. When he stuffs Johnson on the breakaway, and then there was maybe one where he came flailing at a cross, I think, one time. But outside of that, I thought he was pretty solid. He punched a couple of balls cleared. He held what he needed to hold. He didn't bobble and give any rebounds. I think we were a little slow reacting a couple of times because Rick had spilled a few balls. Spilled 2-3 balls, and we should have been maybe a little more aware and reacted a little bit better, but I thought Michael was pretty clean, with maybe one or two exceptions.
Did you think it was a bit of a bounce back game for him?
I think there was only really the first goal in Houston where he had a share of the blame, and the others. I mean, the guy hits a bomb, and we don't step up and close him down. And then the last goal was a weird one that just bounced around, and the guy hits it from inside the 6. So I think it was a confidence boosting game for him. I don't think necessarily a bounce back.
Did you get a look at the pregame display?
Yeah. I don't know what were there, 4 horsemen, something, or I forget what the slogan said underneath now.
Build a bonfire.
Yeah, build a bonfire. So we're trying to identify all the players. So did you have all the players identified?
Yeah.
You had Nagel, Geschbernig, Alonso, and Evans. Did they give Evans a cheesy mustache or something? I don't know. It looked a little cheesy, I thought. So, no, it was great.
More results coming off the bench. Was that anything to that, or what did you think of his play?
Well, Shalry tweaked his knee a little bit in the first half, and played through it in the first half, and tried to see if he'd come out and play through it in the second half. And so about 6-7 minutes in, we felt he really couldn't play through it. So we wanted to come with Morrow at that point. Move Evans back inside because that was our best options. I mean, and Morrow always supplies something for us on set pieces and things like that. In games that are sometimes hard fought. And the ball's in the air, and there's a lot of challenges and a lot of tackles. That's not always his strength as a player, but certainly he helped us with his set pieces, and should have had a goal as well when he came in on the one cross. Got very close to a goal again. So he definitely was a plus for us coming off the bench, and it's great to have a player like him to bring off the bench.
Anything else?
Was it a health issue with Martin not playing?
Yeah, his ankle still hasn't recovered enough where he doesn't feel like he can really hit the ball with his left foot yet. So as a result, we've got to continue to work on it. So he did a fitness workout, and he'll work tomorrow, fitness wise and so forth, and then we'll see how he is, come next weekend.
Anything else?
Okay, thanks.
I'm Kyle Beckerman.
I'm Landon Donovan.
I'm Dwayne De Rosario.
We love soccer. We train hard, we play hard, and we support with passion.
When it comes to discrimination, we don't cross the line.
No bullying, no racism, no sexism, no homophobia. No excuses, no exceptions.
Don't cross the line. If you're playing, training, supporting, or coaching, don't cross the line.